Hello guys, welcome to DTW tutorials. Welcome. Okay, so today I'm so excited for this video. It's quite a long one. I've been working on it for a while. Okay, and a lot of Waec students are saying, please ma, what of us, what about us, what about Waec? You know, I've tried to solve JAMB, that's last year 2017 JAMB mathematics and also physics video on DTW tutorials channel. Okay, so now this is for Waec. This is the OBJ question, the 50 complete solved questions for your Waec. Okay, that's for your WASSCE 2018 preparation. Okay, so this is the WASSCE 2017 Maths OBJ. That's your last year past questions. So I have solved it and explained it thoroughly in this video. All right, please, this video is free for download. Is a CSR from DTW tutorials. Okay, our corporate social responsibility to students in Nigeria and also in West Africa. That's in Gambia, Sierra Leone, in Ghana and Liberia. Okay, these are the 4-5 countries right in Waec. So this is a CSR to you guys. Please make sure you utilize this video well to help in your forthcoming exams, and please try to share to your friends. Okay, and if let's say I know I can send a copy of a CD in Nigeria. If you're in a school, in a secondary school, and students, you know your classmate needs this, okay, you can send me an email. I'll be so willing to burn a copies on a disc for you guys, okay, to prepare you for your forthcoming WASSCE examination. All right, so please, what I just want from you guys is try to share this with your friends, your family, okay, and your loved ones. Share this so it could help them in their maths, okay, so that we can the overall performance of maths this year will be greater than that of last year. All right, so thank you, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click on the subscribe button to follow us for your educational resources on Waec, on JAMB, post-UME, GCE. Okay, please just try to subscribe to follow us on YouTube. This video again is not for sale, it's free for you to download and watch from YouTube. All right, so thank you very much, and don't forget, Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ. All right, give your life to Christ. Is coming soon, and is always willing and ready to receive you at any moment, no matter what be the case or the sin. He is willing to accept you back into his kingdom. So just open up your heart and receive him today. All right, and remember that Jesus is Lord of all. There's no one else that has any power over you. Jesus has all the power you can ever imagine. He is the creator of power and is power himself. So don't let anything threaten you. Don't let the devil threaten you that you will die, or he has power over you, you are being cursed or anything. Don't let him threaten you. Just know that Jesus is Lord of all. All you need to do is give your life to Christ today, and you are sure that you are destined to win. Okay, so let's go into the video proper. Thank you. Question 1 of the 2017 WASSCE mathematics question. It says express 0.0000407 correct to two significant figures. Remember significant figures? You know, in significant figures, it's quite different from decimal places. In decimal place, you have to start counting from the decimal point. All right, but in significant figure, you will start counting from the first non-zero value, and these are first non-zero value. Okay, so we are correcting to two significant figures, so we will count 1 and 2. Okay, so the next number after this is it greater than, or is it greater than 5, or lower than 5, or equal to 5? If it is greater than or equal to 5, we'll carry a 1 here, but if it is lower than, we will not. So since 7 is greater than 5, we'll carry a 1 here. So we have our answer as what? 0.00041, and our right option here is option C. Question 2 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics question, that's your Waec. Okay, it says if x varies inversely as y and y varies directly as z, what is the relationship between x and z? Okay, so it said if x varies what? Inversely as y, that is 1 over y, and y varies directly as z, so y varying directly as what? Z. What is the relationship between what? X and z? So we're looking for the relationship between x and z. From here, what can we say? We know that x is what? What do we know x as what? 1 over y, and we know y as what? Being directly proportional to z. So all you need to do, put in the value of z here, since we are looking for the relationship between x and z. So we have what? X is inversely proportional to z. So this is the relationship between what? X and z, and our right option here is option B. Question 3 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics question, that's your Waec. It says evaluate this. Okay, so this is what? Fractions. So what we do, these are improper fractions. Let's turn it to what? Proper fractions. So okay, let's do this together. So we have what? 4 times 3 is 12, and 12 plus 1 is what? 13. So we have what? 13 over 4 times 5 times 1 is 5 plus 3, that is 8. So we have what? 8 over 5 divided by 3 times 11, that's 33, plus 1, we have 34. So we have 34 over 3 minus 3 times 5 is 15, and 15 plus 1 is 16. So we have 16 over 3. So let us solve now. Okay, so 2, since it's multiplication, let's deal with this numerator. So 4 will go here 1, and 4 will go here what? 2 times. So what are we left with in our numerator? We are left with what? 26 over 5. Okay, divide. Let's solve our denominator. So our LCM here, since this is a minus, we have to subtract. Our LCM is what? 3. 3 in 3 is 1, and 1 times 34, we have what? 34. Minus 3 in 3 is 1, and 1 times 16, we have what? 16. And what is 34 minus 16? That will give us what? 18 over 3. So we have here 18 over 3. So you know this is division, where we have 26 over 5 divided by what? 18 over 3. So we have to change this to what? A multiplication sign. Is that not it? Okay. So what do we have here? We have what? 26 over 5 times 18 over 3. No, sorry, that would be 3 over 18. So let's cancel out. We have 3 here, 1, and 3 here, what? 6. Can anything cancel again? Yes, 2 can go here, 3, and 2 in 26, we have what? 13. So what's our final answer? We have 13. 5 times 3 is what? 15. 13 over 15. And our right option here is option B. Question 4 of our WASSCE 2017 maths question, that's our Waec 2017. It says figure 1 and figure 2 are the addition and multiplication tables respectively in modulo 5. Use these tables to solve the equation this. I hope you remember modulos arithmetic. Okay, so let's do this together. Okay, so this is the what? Addition table, and this is what? The multiplication table. So we're told to prove this equation. Okay, that's this equation is equal to 0 in modulo 5. So this table is in modulo 5. Okay, so let's start from n as 1. Okay, no, let's start from n as what? 0. Okay, because we have 0 to 4. So let's start from n as 0. So if n is 0, so we have 0 bracket modulo 4 plus 3 equal to what? What would this give us? Okay, so from here, remember, we're using n as 0 here. Okay, so 0 times 4 on our table is what? 0 and 4. It will give us what? 0. So we have 0, then plus 3. And 0 plus 3 on our table is what? 3. So equal to 3. So this is not correct since it's not equal to 0. So let's try n equal to what? 1. So we have what? 1 times 4. Alright, plus 3. So from our table, 1 times 4, we have what? That's this. We have 4. Okay, so 4 plus 3 in modulo 5. We have where's 4 plus 3 is 4, and this is 3. Okay, and we have 2. So our answer here is what? Are we correct here? 4 plus 3. Okay, we are correct here. So we have what? 2. Okay, what's the next thing? We have n equal to 2. So 2 times 4. Okay, 3. So what's 2 times 4 on our modulo table? We have what? 2 here, and we have 4 here. So it is what? 3. So we have 3 plus 3. And what would that give us on our modulo table? 3 and 3, we have what? 1. Okay, so it is not what? Equal to 0. So let's try n as what? 3. So let's put 3 here times 4 plus 3. Okay, so what's 3 times 4 on our multiplication table? We have 3 here and 4, right? 3 and 4, so we have 2. Okay, so 2 plus 3 in our modulo table, what will this give us? This is 2. Alright, and this is 3, so it gives us what? 0. Okay, so definitely this is correct. Okay, because it gives us what? 0. It solves our equation, which is equal to what? 0. So our answer is what? N equal to what? 3. Okay, and our right option here is option C. Question 5 of our 2017 WASSCE math question, that's 2017 Waec. It says the ages of Tunde and Ola are in the ratio 1 to 2. Tunde and Ola. Tunde and Ola, okay, are in the ratios 1 to 2. If the ratio of Ola's age to Musa's age is 4:5, Ola to Musa is what? 4:5. What is the ratio of Tunde's age to Musa's age? It's quite simple. It just means what does this mean? It just means we just have to what? Cancel out Ola. Okay, in cancelling out Ola here, so we can be left with Tunde and Musa. So what will happen? This will just cancel out these two as 1, and this 4 here, 2 here is 1 and 2 here is what? 2. So we have Tunde to Musa as what? 2:5. And our right answer here is option C. Question 6 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics question, that's your Waec 2017. It says if m is this, which is what? X is greater than or equal to 3 and x is what? Less than 8, and n is this is x is greater than 8 and x is what? Less than or equal to 12. Which of the following is true? Okay, so from here let's list out the values of m and n. Okay, so what will be the values of m? So this is what? X is what? Greater than or equal to 3. So we will start from 3 since it's greater than or equal to 3. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, since x is what? Less than 8. Okay, so these are the values of m. Let's get the values of n. Okay, so the values of n will be what? X is what? Greater than 8. Okay, so we'll start from 9, 10, 11. Here it says x is what? Less than or equal to 12. So we have 11, then 12. Alright, so these are our values. So let's find out the relationship. Would there be m union n? What would this give us? There will be a value for m union n, and this will be what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, would there be a value for n m intersection n? Let us check if there will be any intersection between these two sets, and there's nothing. So this is what? A null set. So from here, from this particular statement which we are to look for, which is true, see 8. So the first statement says what? Is 8 a subset of m intersection n? No, so this is wrong. Another question says, is 8 what? A subset of M union n? Is there any 8 here? No, so this is what? Wrong. Then the last statement says M intersection n is equal to null, and this is what? Very correct, which we've proven here. So our right option here is I only, so which is option A. Question 7 of our WASSCE 2017 maths questions, which are Waec 2017, it says, given that A is equal to log 7 and B is equal to log 2, express log 35 in terms of A and B. Okay, so here we have to be very expressive. Okay, so log 35, since we are given A as log 7 and B as what? Log 2. So let's try to break this down, 35 down, that we can have log 7 and also log 2. So to break this down, let's break this down in this form. We have to be very smart and creative here. So we have, to get 35 is definitely 70 divided by 2. Right? 70 divided by 2 will give us what? 35. We can further break this down and say we have what? 7 times what? 10 divided by 2, which is still the same 70 divided by 2. So you can see we can bring out log 7 and also log 2. And definitely log 10 is what? 1. Okay? So from here, what do? When you have multiplication, it means plus, and in log, I hope you remember our log reading. And when you have a division, it means what? Minus. So from here, if we express this, we are going to, let me do this down here. We are going to have what? Log 7 plus log 10 plus log 2. Okay? Sorry, this will be a minus. Don't forget that since we are doing a division. All right? Let me clean this. So this will be what? A minus. Okay, so from here we are told that log 7 is A and log 2 is what? B. And we know that log 10 is what? 1, since we have what? This is in 10. The log, since we are not told the base, we are not told the base, we are just given an ordinary base, so we assume that this is what? Log base 10. Okay, so log base 10 is what? 1. So from here, log 7 from our question is what? A, plus log 10 is what? 1, minus log 2 from our question is what? B. So this will be our answer, that is A plus 1 minus B. Do we have an expression like that? Okay, let's rearrange it. So we have what? A, bring B. Here we have minus B plus 1. So here, this is our final answer, and our right option here is option C. Question 8 of WASSCE 2017 mathematics question, that's your Waec 2017. It says if x is what? 2/3 and y is equal to minus 6, evaluate x, y minus y over x. Okay, so we're told x is what? 2/3. So we have 2/3 and y is minus 6 times what? Minus 6. Then minus y is what? 2, sorry, y is minus 6. So let's put this in a bracket, minus 6, and x is what? 2/3 divided by what? 2/3. Okay, so let's break this down further. So 3 here will go here 1, and 3 will go here what? 2. So we have what? 2 times minus 2, that will give us what? Minus 4. Minus, let's solve what's in the bracket here. So this will be what? Minus 6 times, we invert. Okay, so we have 3/2. So this will go here 1, and this will go here how many times? 3 times. And we have minus 3 times 3, that will give us what? Minus 9. Okay, so bracket what? Minus 9. Okay, so here we have minus 4. Opening this bracket, we have minus times minus, which will give us what? Positive. So we have plus 9. And what is minus 4 plus 9? That will give us what? 5. Alright, so our answer is what? B. Don't forget your signs. When you have minus times minus, you have what? Plus. And when you have minus times plus, you have what? Minus. And when you have plus times minus, you have minus. And when you have plus times plus, you have what? Plus. Okay, so here in this question, our right answer here is option B. Question 9 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics question, that's your Waec 2017. It says solve the equation this. Okay, so we have 1 over 5x plus 1 over x equal to what? 3. So what do? We look for the LCM. So the LCM here is what? 5x. 5x and 5x is what? 1, and 1 times 1 will give us 1, plus 5x in x will give us what? 5, and 5 times 1 will give us what? 5, equal to 3. So we have what? 6 over 5x equal to 3. So let's cross multiply. When we cross multiply, we're going to be left with what? 6 is equal to what? 5 times 3 is what? 15x. So here, to get x, what do? We divide both sides by 15. So divide by 15. 15 will cancel out here. What can go? 3 can go. 3 here, how many times? 2 times. And 3 in 15 is what? How many times? We have 5 times. So x is equal to what? 2 over 5. And our right option here is option B. Question 10 of our WASSCE 2017 math pass question, that's your Waec 2017. It says a sum of naira 18,100 was shared among 5 boys and 4 girls, with each boy taking 20 naira more than each girl. Find a boy's share. Okay, so the boys are taking 20 naira more than each girl. Okay, and the total sum is what? Naira 18,100. Okay, was shared among 5 boys and 4 girls. So 5 boys, 4 girls. Okay, with each boy taking 20 naira more than each girl. Okay, so let's find out how much more from the money was given to the boys. So we have what? Since each boy were taking 20 naira more than each girl, we have boys, so we have what? 5 times 20. Okay, so this is the boys, the total boys will take 100 naira more than the girls. Okay, so let's subtract this 100 from 18,000. Subtract 100 from 18,100, and we have what? 18,000. Okay, so from here we can find out what's the share of each boy and each girl, and the total number is what? 5 plus 4. So we divide 18 by what? 9. 5 plus 4 is what? 9, and we have what? 18,000 divided by 9, we have what? 2,000. So each of them, each boy and each girl has what? Was given 2,000 naira. But remember that each boy was given 20 naira more than each girl. So to find a boy's share, we'll just add 20 plus what? 2,000. So we have what? 20 plus 2,000, and our answer here will be what? 2,020 naira. All right, so our right option here is 2,020 naira, and our correct option is what? Option C. Okay, so this is just logic for us to use to calculate. Okay, so it's not like a straightforward maths. All you need to do is just use logic. Since we've been told each boy took what? 20 naira more than each girl, the sum of money was supposed to be shared equally, but a comma happened. Each boy took 20 naira more than each girl. So all we need to do is what? Find the total amount the boys took more from the money. Okay, so and the boys took 100 naira. Okay, so it means 100 naira was added to the equal share among them. So when you subtract that, you get what? 18,000. So 18,000 divided by the total number of boys and girls, which is what? 9. So each took originally 2,000 naira each, but now after the clause that there was a but, the boys took what? 20 more than each girl. So the share of a boy will be what? 2,000 plus 20, which is what? 2,020 naira. All right, question 11 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that's a Waec 2017. It says one factor of 7x square plus 33x minus 10 is. Okay, so we're told to look for one of the factors of this what? Quadratic equation. Okay, so from here, remember factorization. So to get the two numbers that we either add or subtract to get 33, all we need to do is say what? 7 times 10. And what is 7 times 10? That is what? 70. So what are the two numbers that we can break from 70 that would give us what? 33 plus 33. So we have what? 33, we have what? 35 times what? 2. So since 35 times 2 is what? 70. So to get plus 33, we have what? Plus 35 minus 2. Okay, and when you multiply this plus 35 minus 2, you get what? Minus 70. Okay, remember your factorization. All right, so from here, what do we have? Let's put in plus 35x minus 2x into the equation. So we have 7x squared plus what? 35x minus 2x minus 10 equal to what? 0. Okay, so from here, let's take common terms. 7, okay, we can bring out 7x. So we have here left what? X plus 7. If we bring out 7 from 35, that will be 5. That's 7 times 5 is what? 35. Okay, and we'll close our bracket, then minus, we can bring out our 2 here. So we have 2 bracket what? X, then this will be what? Plus 5. Why is it plus 5? Because when you open up this bracket, minus times plus will give us what? Minus. All right, that's why we put a plus 5, because when you open up this bracket, minus times plus will give us back this what? Minus. All right, so equal to 0. So what are our two factors? Our two factors are what? 7x, collecting like terms, 7x minus 2 bracket 7x plus 5. All right, so these are two factors. And is there anyone here, since the question says what is one of the factors, so I think this is x plus 5. There's no x plus 5 here. This is x minus 5, so this is wrong. So our right option is what? X, 7x minus 2, and which is option C. Question 12 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that is your Waec 2017. It says solve these inequalities. Okay, so first, when you see questions like this, you have to break it into two parts. We're going to first solve this and this, then solve this too. Okay, all right, so let's do this together. All right, so we have here minus 1 over 4, which is less than what? 3 over 4 bracket 3x minus 2. Okay, so let's do this. So here we can open this bracket here. So we have minus 1 over 4 less than 3 times 3x. That will give us 9x minus what? 6. 3 times 2 is what? 6 divided by 4. So here what do we do? Let's cross multiply. All right, we're going to cross multiply. So we have 4 will come here and 4 will multiply everything here. So we have 4 times minus 1 is what? Minus 4. Okay, which is less than 4 times, let's just multiply everything now. 4 times 9x, we have what? 36x. And 4 times what? Minus 6, we have what? Minus what? 24. So here, let's collect like terms. Okay, let's move the minus 24 to this side. Remember that in inequalities, before your inequality sign will change is if you divide a negative number. So as we are moving negative, we're just moving it here, we're not dividing, so the sign will not change, to remain the same. Don't forget that, please. Okay, so we have what here? Minus 4. Bringing minus 24 to this side, we have what? Plus 24 is less than what? 36 what? X. So here we have minus 4 plus 24 is what? 20. Okay, less than 36x. To get x, we divide both sides by 36. Okay, when we divide both sides by 30, this will cancel out. And what can go here? I think 4 will go in 25 times, and 4 will go in 36. How many times? 9 times. So we have what? 5 over 9 is less than what? X. Okay, that's x is what? Less than 5 over 9. All right, so let's solve the second part of the equation. So we have the second part as what? 3 over 4 bracket 3x minus 2 is what? Less than what? Half. Okay, so let's solve this. Open up the bracket here. 3 times this, that's 9x minus 3 times 2 is what? 6 over our 4 less than 1 over 2. So let's cross multiply. In cross multiplying, 2 will multiply everything here and 4 will multiply 1. So 2 times 9x will be what? 18x. Okay, and 2 times minus 6 will give us what? Minus what? 12. Okay, it's less than 4 times 1 is what? 4. Okay, so let's collect like terms. We have what? 18x is less than, carrying minus 12 to this side, we have a positive, so that's 4 plus what? 12. Okay, so we have what? 18x is what? Less than 4 plus 12 is what? 16. So to get x, we divide both sides by 18. Okay, 18 will cancel out here, and we are left with what? X will give us what? What can go here? I think what can go here? Okay, 2. Let's say 2 will go here, 8, and 2 will go here, what? 9. So we have x is what? Is what? Less than, so we have x is less than what? 8 over 9. So what will our answer be? So this is what? X greater than what? This is x greater than 5 over 9. So we're going to get what? 5 over 9, x is greater than 5 over 9, and what? Less than 8 over 9. So less than what? 8 over 9. So this is our answer, and our right option here is what? Option A. Question 13 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, your Waec 2017. It says simplify this. Okay, so we have what? 3x minus bracket p minus x bracket minus bracket r minus p. So this simplification is just you playing around with your signs. So please, you must know how your signs function. Okay, so you have minus times minus will give us what? Plus. Okay, and minus times plus will give us what? Minus. Plus times minus will give us minus, and plus times plus will give us what? Plus. Okay, please make sure you remember this in your maths. Okay, so let's open up the bracket here. We have what? 3x minus times p will give us minus p, minus times minus x will give us what? Plus x, and here we have minus times r will give us minus r, and minus times minus p will give us what? Plus p. So from here, minus p will cancel plus p. Okay, because minus, you know, this is 1 here, and minus 1 plus 1 is what? 0. Okay, so what we're left with, we have what? 3x plus x. This will give us what? 4x. All right, and we have 4x, and we are left with what? Minus r. That's minus r. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option C. Question 14 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that's your Waec 2017. It says an arc of circle of radius 7.5, radius 7.5, okay, and is 7.5 centimeters long. All right, and the question says find correct to the nearest degree the angle which the arc subtends at the center of the circle. Okay, so we're looking for the angle which the arc subtends. So here 7.5 is what? The length of our arc is what? 7.5. Remember, length of an arc is what? What's the formula for length of an arc? We have what? Theta over 360 times 2 pi r. Okay, this is the formula for length of arc. Okay, so from here we are given the length of the arc, we are given the radius, we are told to look for what? The angle. Okay, so here making theta subject of formula, theta will be equal to, we'll say 360 times L. 360 times L, then we'll divide by what? 2 pi r. So divided by 2 pi r. So here let's put in our values. So we have 360 times 7.5 over 2. We are given pi as 22 over 7. Is that not it? So we times 22. Let's bring up the 7. So we have times 7. Then our r is what? 7.5. Okay, so from here, if you punch in your calculator, we have 18,900 divided by what? 330. Okay, when you divide this, we are going to get what? 57.27. And to the nearest degree, the answer will be what? To the nearest degree, since this cannot be, is lower than 5, you can't approximate. So to the nearest degree, it is what? 57 degree. And our right option here is option B. Question 15 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics question, that's your Waec 2017 past question. It says water flows out of a pipe at a rate of 40 pi centimeter cube per second into an empty cylindrical container of base radius 4 cm. Find the height of water in the container after 4 seconds. Okay, so from here, this is, we're talking of speed here. So we have speed is equal to what? Distance over time. Is that not it? Okay, so here, and remember that the water flows out of the pipe at a rate of this, okay, into an empty cylindrical container of base radius 4 centimeter. Remember, the distance is equal to what? The volume of water, okay, that flowed. All right, just note this, that the distance is equal to what? The volume of water that flowed. All right, so here, to get our V, since we know our speed and we know our time, okay, since the height of the container after 4 seconds, so we have what? Distance, which is volume of the water that flowed. So we have V is equal to what? Our speed is what? 40 pi. 40 pi times 4. Okay, so we have what? V is what? 160 pi. All right, so from here, this is our first equation. Then the next thing is we have to get the volume of the container, the cylindrical container. And remember, the volume of water that in the cylindrical container is what? Volume is what? Pi r square h. Okay, and where we've been told that the base radius of the container is what? R. Okay, where we've been told that the base radius of the container is what? 4 centimeter. So we have V is equal to what? Pi 4 square h. Okay, and this will give us what? 16 pi h. Okay, so we're looking for the height of water in the container, all right, after the 4 seconds which we've applied, and we've also gotten this volume here. So we are asked to find the height of the water in the container after 4 seconds. That's after the water flows out of the pipe at this rate in 4 seconds. So this is our equation 2. So all we need to do to get the height is to equate equation 1 and equation 2, which is the volume of water that flowed out of the pipe into the container and the volume of what? A cylindrical container. So we have what? 160 is equal to what? 16 pi h, because it's the same thing. The volume of water that flowed out is equal to what? The volume of water in the what? Container. That's why we're equating this. So from here, pi will cancel out and we have 16h and 160. All you need to do is what? Divide both sides by 16. And what do we have here? 16 will cancel out and we have 16 in 160 is what? 10. So our h, which is our height of the water, is what? 10 centimeter. And our right option here is option A. Question 16 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past questions. That's your Waec 2017. It says the dimensions of a water tank are 13 centimeter, 10 centimeter, and 70 centimeter. This is what? Length, breadth, and what? Height. Okay. If it is half filled with water, calculate the volume of water in liters. What is the volume? Okay. Volume of this water is what? Length times what? Breadth times height, and which is what? 13 times 10 times what? 70. When you punch in your calculator, you're going to get 9,100 what? Centimeter cube. The question says if it is half filled with water, calculate the volume of water in liters. Okay, so the tank is what? The volume of the water tank is this, and it says if it is half filled with water, so divided by what? 2. When you divide this by 2, what do we have? We have what? 4,550. Okay, so it says calculate the volume of water in liters. So we have to convert centimeter cube to liters. To do this, we'll just divide by what? 1,000. And in dividing by 1,000, let's shift our decimal place in 3 places. So we have 1, 2, 3, and our answer is what? 4.55 liters. Okay, and our right option here is what? Option A. Question 17 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. It says if the total surface area of a solid hemisphere is equal to its volume, find the radius. Okay, so what's the formula for the total surface area of a hemisphere? Okay, the total surface area of a hemisphere is what? 3 pi r square. While the volume of a hemisphere is what? 2 over 3 pi r cube. Okay, so the question says, if the total surface area of the solid hemisphere is equal to the volume, find the radius. So we're equating this. Okay, so we have 3 pi r square equal to 2 over 3 pi r cube. We're looking for the radius. Okay, so pi will cancel out pi. Is that not it? And r square, we have 2r here, we have 3r here, so this will cancel out, and we're left with what? 3 is equal to 2 over 3r. Okay, so what do? We cross multiply. So we have this, we have 9 is equal to 2r. So to get r, we will divide both sides by 2. 2 cancel, we have r is equal to 9 over 2. And what is 9 over 2? That's what? 4.5 centimeter. And our right option here is option B. Question 18 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's your Waec 2017 past question. It says, which of the following is true about parallelograms? Okay, just know that this, we have a parallelogram here, okay, where these two sides are what? Equal, and they are parallel. That's the two opposite sides, equal and parallel. And this also two opposite sides that are equal and parallel. And always know that the opposite angles are equal. Okay, in a parallelogram, the opposite angles are equal, and the diagonals bisect each other. Alright, so that is what a parallelogram is. Okay, so let's look at the options. So which of the following, from this explanation, which of the following is true? They said A, opposite angle are supplementary, wrong. Opposite angles are complementary, wrong. Opposite angles are equal, correct. Opposite angles are reflex angles, wrong. So our right option here is what? Option C. Opposite angles are equal. Question 19 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that's your Waec 2017. It says the diagram shows a circle center 0 if angle STR, that's STR, is what? 29. So this angle is 29 degrees, and angle RST is 46. So this is 46 degrees. Okay, calculate the value of angle STO. So we have to look for this angle. Okay, this is what we are looking for. Let's give this as what? X. Okay, so this question, there's no answer in the option. I've solved it in different ways and no answer, but let's just solve to know what our answer is. So from here, remember, this angle will be equal to this angle. And what is that circle theorem? It means, it says that what? Angles in the same segment are equal. So these two angles are in the same segment, so they are equal. Okay, I hope you remember that equal chords or arcs subtend equal angle at the center or at the circumference. So these two angles are what? Angle on the same segment. So this angle definitely will be what? 46. Okay, so since we know this angle as 46, this triangle is what? An isosceles triangle. So let's try to find these two sides. You know, isosceles triangle, two sides, two of the angles are what? Equal. So let's try to find these two sides. So in isosceles triangle, the sum of all angles is equal to what? 180. So we have 180 is equal to what? 46 plus, let's say these two angles here is what? Y, and this full angle here is also what? Y, because they are equal. Okay, so plus y plus y. So what do we have? 180 is equal to what? 46 what? Plus 2y. So let's take like terms. 46 will come here, so we have 180 minus 46 equal to 2y. So and what's 180 minus 46? That's what? 134 equal to what? 2y. So let's divide by 2. When we divide by 2, y will be equal to what? 67 degrees. So since we know y at 67 degrees, it's easy for us to get 29. So we know y at 67 degrees and we know this as 29, so it's easy for us to find what? Our x. Okay, so our angle x, which is what? angle STO is equal to what? 67 minus what? 29. And what is 67 minus 29? That will give us what? 38. You can see that the answer is not here. So all you need to do is just leave this question out, don't tick it, okay? All right. Question 20 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past questions. That's your Waec 2017 past question. It says in the diagram, XY is a straight line, okay? Angle POX is equal to angle POQ, okay? These are equal, X, and ROY is equal to what? QOR, so Y, okay? Find the value of angle POQ, that's POQ, this one, and ROY, okay? So find the value of that. So from here, this math, we have to what? We have to assume. Now, this is a straight line. Remember, angle on a straight line is what? 180 degrees. The total sum of angles on a straight line is what? 180 degrees. And we've been told that these two are equal and these two are also equal. Okay? So whatever we pick for this will also whatever we pick for X will also be this the angle, and whatever we pick for Y will also be this angle. So let's say we want to pick 30, because you know 30 plus 30 is what? 60, and 60 plus 60 is what? 120, and 120 plus 60 will give us what? 180. So we are correct to pick what? 630 plus and 60. Okay, you can also say, okay, if we pick 40, so we have 40 here, 40, okay, and 50 here, 50. So when you add 50 plus 50, that's 100, plus 40 plus 40 is 80. So 100 plus 40 is still what? 180. What you must make sure is that the straight line, angle on a straight line, the sum of all angles on a straight line must be 180. So from here, what will be our answer? Let's say we choose 30 and 60. So this angle POQ 30 and what? ROY 60. So we have what? 30 plus 60. And what would this give us? We have what? 90 degrees. So our answer is 90 degrees. If we decide to pick 40, we have still 40 plus 50, which will still give us 90 degrees. All right. So we are right. In any way you manipulate it, you still get 90. All right. So our right option here is option B. Question 21 about WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's a Waec 2017 past question. It says the diagram shows a circle center 0. Okay, so this is passing through what? The diameter. Okay, so it means what? This is a what? Semicircle. Okay, and remember, a semicircle, the angle opposite the semicircle is what? 90 degrees. So this is what? Just let's put this here. This is what? Angle what? 90 degrees. I hope we remember this in our circle theorem. All right. So this is 90 degree. It says, so if angle ZYW, that's ZYW, this angle here is what? 33 degree. Okay. Find ZWX. ZWX. Okay. So from here, if this is 33, it means this angle is what? 33. Okay, which is what? ZXW will be equal to what? 33. Why is it so? Because angles in the same segment are equal. Okay, so these two angles are in the same segment. That's why it is equal to what? 33. All right, so from here, it is very easy for us to get what? W, since we have this as what? A right angle triangle 90 degree, and we know this as 33. So angles in a triangle, the sum of angles in a triangle is what? Equal to what? 180. Okay, so our angle ZWX is equal to what? 180 minus bracket 90 plus 33. All right, so that will be 180 minus 123, and we have, what is our answer? When we subtract that, we are going to get what? 57 degree. All right, and our right option here is option B. Question 22 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's your Waec 2017. It says in the diagram PQ, and PS, that's PS, are tangents to the circle center O. Okay? If angle PSQ is equal to M and angle SPQ is N and angle SQR is equal to 33, find the value of M plus N. Okay, so we're told to find the value of M plus N. Okay, that's these two angles. So we have to look for this angle here first. That's the first thing we have to look for. Okay, so to get this, remember that a tangent to a circle, okay, a tangent to a circle is what? Perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. Okay, so this is the point of contact, is perpendicular to the radius. That means this is a right angle or triangle. So this whole angle here is what? 90. Alright, so to get this small angle here will be what? 90 minus 33. And this small angle here is what? Angle what? SQP. Okay, so SQP is what? 90 minus 33. And what would that give us? That would give us what? 57 degree. Okay, so since we have this angle which is what? 57 degree, this is what? A triangle, is that not it? And the sum of angles in a triangle is what? Equal to what? 180. So we have what? M plus N plus 57 is equal to what? 180 degree. All right, so here all we need to do is just take 57 to this side. So we have M plus N is equal to what? 180 minus 57. And what's 180 minus 57? We have what? 123. So M plus N is equal to what? 123 degree. Okay, so our right option here is option B. Question 23 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. It says calculate the gradient, that's slope of the line joining points this and this. Okay, so we have what? X1 and what? Y1, and we have X2 and what? Y2. Remember, the gradient of a line is what? Y2 minus Y1 over what? X2 minus what? X1. Okay, so what's Y2? We have what? Minus 2. And what's Y1? We have what? Minus 1 over what is X2? We have what? 2 minus, and what's X1? We have minus 1. So it's 2 minus minus 1. So here we have what? Minus 3. Minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3 divided by, this will give us minus times minus will give us what? A plus. So we have 2 plus 1. So what would this give us? This we have what? Minus 3 over 3. Okay, because 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 will cancel out 3. We are left with what? Minus 1. So this is our answer, and our right option is option A. Question 24 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's a Waec 2017. It says if P is what? 2, 3 and Q is 2, 5 are points on a graph. Calculate the length of P. Okay, so we're calculating the length of that particular P, the line. All right, so and remember the formula, we have what? PQ is equal to what? All square root of what? X2 minus what? X1 all square, then plus bracket what? Y2 minus Y1 all square. So this is the formula where here is what? X1, Y1, and this is what? X2, Y2. Okay, so from here what do we have? We have what? All square roots. We have 2 minus what? 2 all square plus what's Y2? That's what? 5 minus 3 all square. Okay, so 2 minus 2 is 0. All right, is that not it? Then and 0 square is still 0. Plus what's 5 minus 3? That's what? 2 square. Okay, and what's 2 square? That would be square root of what? 4. All right, so what's the square root of 4 is what? 2. So our answer is what? 2 units. And what's the right option here? Our right option is option D. Question 25 of WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's your Waec 2017. It says a bearing of 320 degrees expressed as a compass bearing is. Remember bearing, you have this and you have north, you have here east, south and what? West. Now to remember your 3-digit bearing, to convert it to compass bearing, you have to start from the north and you go in the clockwise what direction. You don't go in anti-clockwise direction like we normally do. You have to go in the clockwise direction. And the bearing says what? 320. So this is 90, this is 180, this is 270. So it has to cross here. So it will be somewhere here. So where we have 320. Okay, this is a 360 angle quadrant. So all we need to do is 360 minus 320. What's 360 minus 320? That will give us what? 40. Okay, so this will be what? 40 degrees. So on the compass bearing, we are where? We are north 40 west. Okay, so we are what? North 40 west. Okay, so that's where the compass bearing is. Okay, we are the north, so we are 40 degrees northwest. Okay, so that's how you do compass bearing. Okay, and our right option here is option B. Question 26 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's your Waec 2017. It says given that cos 30 is equal to sine 60, which is what? Root 3 over 2, and sine 30 equal to cos 60 is equal to what? 1 over 2. Evaluate this. Okay, I've solved this when I solved this personally in various format ways. I didn't get the answer here. All right, so I would advise when you solve this and you don't get the answer, don't tick any option. All right, but I noticed that when I erase this particular negative sign and solve, the answer is on the option. All right, okay, so I'm just going to solve it without this negative sign here, just for you to understand. Or okay, how if you see a question like this, how you go about it. Okay, so from here we have what? Cos 30 and sine 60 equal to what? Root 3 over 2. And remember, tan is what? Is sine over cos, right? So to get tan 60, what do we have? We have to do sine 60 over cos 60. And what is sine 60? Sine 60 here is what? Root 3 over 2 divided by, and what is cos 60? Cos 60 is half, so divided by half. All right, so when we invert this, what are we going to get? We're going to get root 3 over 2 times what? 2 over 1. Okay, so cos tan 60 is what? Root 3. All right, so let's keep that down. Now how do we get what? Tan 30. Tan 30 is same as what? Sine 30 over what? Cos 30. And what is sine 30? Sine 30 is what? Half. So it's 1 over 2 divided by what's cos 30? Cos 30 is what? Root 3 over 2 divided by root 3 over 2. So we have to invert this. We have what? 1 over 2 times what? 2 over root 3. So when we cancel out, tan 30 is what? 1 over root 3. Okay, so from here, let's put in our values of tan 60 and tan 30 into this what? Equation. So what is tan 60? Tan 60 is what? Root 3. So we have root 3 minus 1. Okay, I've removed this sign here, remember, divided by 1 minus, what is tan 30? Tan 30 is what? 1 over root 3, right? So let's look for the LCM here. Let's solve this. What's the denominator? So our LCM is what? Root 3. So 1 in root 3 is still root 3 times 1 is what? Root 3. Okay, minus root 3. Root 3 is 1 times 1. We have what? 1. All right. So here, what do we have? We have here root 3 minus 1 divided by what? Root 3 minus 1 over root 3. So all we need to do here is what? We invert. Okay, let me take this up here. So when we invert, what are we going to have? We're going to have what? Root 3 minus 1 times root 3 divided by root 3 minus 1. And you can see here root 3 minus 1 can cancel root 3 minus 1. Is that not it? So we'll cancel out, and we're left with what? Our answer as what? Root 3. Okay, so that's only when you have your answer in the option. But I would advise you, if you solve and you don't get the answer in the option, just leave that question, don't tick it, just leave that question blank. All right. Question 27 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics question. It says a stationary boat is observed from a height of 100 meters. Okay, so a stationary boat staying somewhere here, okay, is observed from a height of 100 meters. Let's say the height is somewhere here, okay, 100 meters. If the horizontal distance from the observer and the boat is 80 meters, horizontal distance, that's from here to here, this is the observer, and the boat is what? 80 meters. Calculate to 2 decimal places the angle of depression of the boat from the point of observation. So from the point of observation, the angle of depression, this is the angle of depression. All right, and remember the angle of depression is an alternate angle to the angle of elevation, which is what? Equal. So this angle is equal to this angle, so we have to look for what? Theta. So to get theta, we can just say this is what? Our opposite. All right, and this is what? Our adjacent. Okay, so we can just do toi. Remember your so ka toi, so ka toi. Okay, so we can do toi, that's opposite over what? Adjacent. So we have tan theta is equal to what? 100 over 80. All right, and what is 100 over 80? 100 over 80 is 1.25. Okay, so tan theta is 1.25. So to get theta, we have what? Half tan. So we have to find the inverse tan of what? 1.25. And when you punch in your calculator, you are going to get what? 551.34. I think 0 something, 0 or 4 something. So, but the answer said we should what? Correct what? 2 decimal places. So after the decimal point, we count 1, 2. Okay, and nothing can approximate to here to give a 5. So our answer is what? 51.34 what? Degrees. Okay, and our right option here is option C. Question 28 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. It says the average age of a group of 25 girls is what? 10 years. All right. If one girl aged 12 years and 4 months joins the group, find correct to 1 decimal place the new average age of the group. Okay, so we know the average age of a group of 25 girls as what? 10 years. So the first mean is already known. Okay, this is a group data. So mean is what? Summation of what? Frequency times the value over what? Frequency. Okay, so from here we know that the average age of a group of 25 girls, that's frequency, which is what? 25, is what? 10. So let's find the total number of age. That's the ages of all the girls together. Okay, that's in the first place without the another girl being added, which has the age of 12 years and 4 months. So to get our summation of fx, it's what? Our x bar times what? F, which is what? 10 times 25. Okay, which will give us what? 250. All right, so since we have it now, 250, so the new age, the new number of years now added, because they said if one girl aged 12 years plus 4 months joins the group, so we have to add 12 years plus 4 months to our fx. Find correct to 1 decimal place the new average age. So we have to look for our new mean. Okay, so to get our new mean, we have to get our new summation of the total number of years over the number of girls now. Okay, so to get our new fx is equal to what? 250 plus, we have 12 years plus 4 months, which is what? 12.4. okay, and that will give us what? 262.4, and we would add 1 to the total number of girls, so our F is equal to what? 25 plus 1, which will give us what? 26. So to get our new mean now, that's our average age, will be what? Our new Fx over our frequency, which is what? 262.4 divided by what? 26. When you punch in your calculator, you're going to get what? 10.1. okay, since we're correcting to 1 decimal place, we have what? 10.1 years. All right, because the second number here cannot be approximated to drop a 1, so we have what? 10.1. all right, so we have our answer as what? Option A. Question 29 of our 2017 mathematics past question, that's your Waec 2017. It says the bar chart shows the statistics of the number of passes and failures in an examination in a school from 2000 to 2004. What is the ratio of the total number of passes to the total number of failure? Okay, so this bar chart isn't clear here, but when you look at your past questions, you'll be able to count out the values. All right, okay, so these are the number of passes. This is pass, these ones are pass, while the smaller ones here are what? Failure. Okay, sorry that I apologize that the graph isn't clear here. All right, so what do we do here now? So what we need to do is find the total number of what? Passes, then divide by the total number of what? Failures. So from here, for 2001, the passes, the first one is what? This is what? This is 90. This is, the graph is about here, so this is what? 85, and this is what? 55, and this is what? 70. okay, and here this is 20, this falls on 20, this falls on 10, this falls on 15, and this falls on what? 15. So when we add this up, we have what? 90 plus 85 plus 55 plus 70. This will give us what? 300. That's for what? Our passes. Okay, that's for passes. And for failures, we have what? 20 plus 10 plus 15 plus 15, and we have what? 60. So what's the ratio of what? Passes to the total number of failures is what? 300 over 60. And when we cancel out, we have what? 5. So we have what? 5 over 1, which is what? 5:1. And our right option here is option C. Question 30 of our 2017 mathematics past question, that's your Waec 2017. It says the table gives the distribution of marks obtained by a number of pupils in a class test. Use this information to answer this question. Question 30 says find the median of the distribution. Okay, so how do you find the median? Remember, our median is given as a summation of our frequency divided by 2. okay, that's if it's for even, but if it's our frequency is odd, when you sum it is odd, you have to add a +1. okay, but for this particular question, okay, let's find out. All right, so let's add up our frequency. So we have what? 7 plus 4 plus 18 plus 2 plus 12 plus 8 plus 11. When you punch in your calculator, you're going to get what? 60. Okay, so 60 is even, so no need to add 1. So we have 60 divided by 2, and this will give us what? 30. Okay, so our median fall in the 30th position. So we'll find out now which mark our median is under. So let's calculate. So we have 7 plus 4, that is what? 11. okay, and 11 plus 18, what is 11 plus 18? That will give us 29. So not yet up to 30, so we have to come in here. So we have when we come in here, we add a 1 and we get a 30. So our median falls under what? 3. okay, and our right option here is option B. Question 31 says find the first quartile. Okay, so we're going to find the first quartile of this frequency, the distribution. Okay, so I remember first quarter is what? 1/4 of our cumulative frequency. 1/4 times what? Our cumulative what? Frequency. Remember, second quarter is what? 2/4. I'm just giving you, reminding you of your cumulative frequency. Okay, and your third quarter is what? 3/4 of your cumulative what? Frequency. Okay, so try to revise on that. Know your interquartile range. Your interquartile range is what? Your third quartile, which is Q3 minus what? Q1, and your semi-interquartile range is what? Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Okay, so here we're told to find what? Q1. Okay, so Q1 is what? 1/4 of our total frequency. Okay, and from our previous question, we've added these numbers. Our total frequency as what? 60. So we have just 1/4 times 60. Okay, so 4 here 1, and 4 in 60 is what? 15. Okay, so we would go to our table now. Where would 15 fall? 15 will fall under 7 plus 4. What's 7 plus 4? That is what? 11. Okay, so 15 would fall under what? 2. Okay, that is 11, which is not up to 15, and if you come here, we're going to get 15. So 15 will fall under 2, and our right option here is option C. Question 32 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's your Waec 2017. It says in a class of 45 students, 28 offer chemistry and 25 offer biology. If each student offers at least one of the two subjects, calculate the probability that a student selected at random from the class offers chemistry only. Okay, so from here, let's get out some parameters. Okay, so the total number of class students, okay, is what? 45. All right, and let's make the number of people, of students that offered both chemistry and biology, let's make that what? X. So C intersection B is equal to what? X. So the number of chemistry alone will be equal to, since 28 offer chemistry, so chemistry alone, because the question says if each student offers at least one of the two subjects, so one person can offer two subjects or can offer only one. Okay, so let's say the number of students that offer chemistry alone will be what? 28 minus what? X. That's the intersection. Okay, and the number of students that will offer biology alone will be what? 25 what? Minus X. So this, remember our set, so the total number of students will be equal to what? N C plus what? N B, then plus what? N. Let me remove this bracket here. Plus N bracket C intersection what? B. Okay, so here what do we have? What is NC? We have 45, the total number of students, and NC is what? 28 minus X plus 25 minus X, then C intersection B is what? X. So plus what? X. Okay, so from here what will happen? This will cancel out. Okay, and we're left with what? 48 here plus 25, that will be 45, equal to what? 28 plus 25, I mean 28 plus 25 will be what? 53 minus X. So from here, what can we do? We can take X here and bring 45 here. So we have what? X is equal to what? 53 minus what? 45. Taking minus X to this side to be a plus X, bringing 45 to this side to be a minus X. So we have X as what? 8. Okay, since we have X as 8, the question says calculate the probability that a student selected at random from the class offers chemistry only. So what's the total number of students that offered chemistry only? So we have what? Here we have NC is equal to what? 28. Since we have X as 8, 28 minus 8, so 20 students offered chemistry only. So what's the probability now that a student is selected at random from the class offers chemistry only? So the probability of chemistry only, PR, okay, is equal to what? 20 over the total number of students. All right, so from here 5 can go here many times? 4 times, and 5 can go in 45 9 times. So our probability of chemistry only is what? 4/9. And our right option here is option B. Question 33 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's a Waec 2017. It says, in what number base was the addition 1 plus nn equal to 100 when n is greater than 0 done? Okay, so in what number base? Okay, this is simply, it's just logical. You might just get confused that what is this? No, don't get confused, it's just logical. So to get nn, it will simply be, you will just take 1 to this side, which is what? nn is equal to what? 100 minus 1. So let's put this in a proper format where we have what? 100 minus 1. Okay, so let's try and see if it will be base 2. So let's try to subtract 100 minus 1 in base 2. So to subtract this in base 2, since 0 can't subtract 1, we have to borrow, right? So we'll borrow a 1 from here to here, it will be a 2. Okay, and we have to take a 1 from here also to here, which will also be a 2. Okay, so 2 minus 1 is what? 1. And what are we left here? We are left with 1, so we drop 1. So you can see that 1 is similar to what? N and n. Okay, where n is equal to what? 1. So from here, from our option, it will know that this this number is added what? In base 2. Okay, so to get base 2, to get 2 as our answer, it will be what? N plus 1, which n is equal to what? 1. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So our right option here is option C. Okay, because this is 1 plus 1, which is equal to what? Base 2. All right, this can't be, because this will be 1 plus 1, which will be what? Base 3. And we've proven that this addition is what's done in base 2. Okay, so our right option is option C. Question 34 of our WASSCE question 34 of WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's your Waec 2017. It says simplify this. Okay, so we have what? Root 2 bracket what? Root 6 plus 2 root 2 bracket minus 2 root 3. Okay, pardon me, this question isn't too clear. My past question paper was quite faded. Okay, but you know, I hope you can see it a bit clear. All right, so here let's do what they said we should simplify this. So we just need to open bracket. So in opening bracket, 2 times root 2 times root 6 will give us what? Root what? 12 plus 2 root 2 times 2 root 2 will give us what? 2. You know, when the same root is multiplying the same root, the roots will cancel out, so we're left with what? 2 times what? 2. Okay, and we have minus 2 root 3. Okay, so from here we can break this 12 down to what? 4 times 3. Okay, plus what's 2 times 2? That's 4, minus 2 root 3. All right, and from here we can bring out 4. Okay, since root 4 is what? Is 2. Okay, times root 3 plus 4. I'm doing this so we could understand. So what's root 4? Root 4 is what? 2, and 2 times root 3 is what? 2 root 3 plus 4 minus 2 root 3. So from here we have 2, we have root 3 and root 3, so we can what? Solve this together. So what do we have here? We have 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 plus 4. And what is this? 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 will cancel out at 0, so we're left with what? 4. So our answer is 4, and our right option is option A. Question 35 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's a Waec 2017. It says 3 exterior angles of a polygon are 30, 40, and 60. Now we are talking of exterior angles. Remember, the sum of exterior angles of a polygon is what? 360 degree. Okay, and you know that the sum of interior angles for interior, it is what? N minus 2 bracket what? 180. Is that not it? Okay, please try to remember this. Okay, so we're working with exterior angles of a polygon. So the sum of exterior angles of a polygon is what? 360. Okay, so from here it says 3 exterior angles of a polygon are 30, 40, and 60. If the remaining exterior angles are 46 each, name the polygon. Okay, so this is quite straightforward, but the logic, okay, is involved. So we are told the question has given us 3 angles and says the remaining angles are 46 each. So let's add up these 3 angles and subtract from 360 to know the remaining angle. Okay, so 30 plus 40 plus 60, what will this give us? This will give us what? 130. Okay, so 360 minus 130, what will that give us? Minus 130. We have 0, 3, and 2. Okay, and the question says if the remaining exterior angles are 46 each. Okay, so the remaining 46 each. So what we need to do is what? Just divide 230 over 46 by 46, and when you divide 230 by 46, you get what? 5 sides. So the remaining sides angles are what? 5. Okay, and here we have been given 3, so we have what? 3 plus 5. So what is the name of the polygon? 3 plus 5 is what? 8. So a polygon with 8 angles is called what? An octagon. Okay, remember nonagon is 9, decagon is what? 10, and hexagon is what? 6. Okay, please try to remember that. So octagon. Okay, so the angles of a polygon with 8 angles is what? Octagon, and our right option is option C. Question 36 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that's your Waec past question, says in the diagram this. Okay, I apologize once more again for this question not being too clear. Okay, so let me just trace this out so we could see it. Okay, all right, so we are told RTS, this is R and this is what? S. So RTS is 50 degrees. So this angle here is what? 50, and PRT, this angle here is what? 100 degrees. Find the value of NPR. Find the value of NPR. Okay, we are told to find this angle here. Okay, this is the angle we're looking for. Okay, so from here let's solve. All right, so let's try to simplify this. Okay, so this angle 50 degree will be equal to this angle. All right, remember alternating angles are what? Equal. Okay, so this angle is alternate to this. Okay, then the next thing is this angle is what? Opposite this angle. So this angle is what? 100 degree. All right, so all we need to do now is what? Get this particular angle. And remember also opposite angles are what? Equal. So whatever is this angle is the same as what? This angle. Okay, and remember that angles, the sum of angles at a point is equal to what? 360. Okay, sum of angles at a point is equal to what? 360. So we have, this is 100, this is 100, and this is, let's say this is x and this is x. So we have what? We have x plus 100 plus 100 is equal to what? 360. So we have what? 2x plus 200 equal to what? 360. So what is so carrying 200 here, we have what? 2x is equal to what? 360 minus 200. That will be what? 2x is equal to 160. If you divide by 2, x will be equal to what? 80 degree. Okay, so since we've gotten x as 80 degrees, so it means here is what? 80 degrees. Okay, so the next thing we find is we have to look for this what? Angle. Okay, so to get this angle, you know this is what? A triangle. Is that not it? So this is a triangle, and the sum of angles in a triangle is equal to what? 180 degree. So we have what? 50 plus 80. Let's make this y. plus y is equal to what? 180. So y is equal to what? 180 minus what is 50 plus 80, that will give us what? 130. So we're carrying 130 here. So we have what? 180 minus 130 is what? 50 degrees. So y is what? 50 degree. All right, so we've gotten y as, let me put this here if I can manage this space, as 50 degree. Okay, so to get this angle now, remember angle on a straight line is what? 180. Angles on a straight line is equal to what? 180. Okay, so we have what? 50. Let's say we're looking, make this what? Z. So we have 50 plus z is equal to what? 180. So z will definitely be what? 180 minus what? 50, and this will give us what? 130. So angle NPR is what? 130 degree, and our right option here is option B. Question 37 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that's your WAEC 2017. It says simplify the expression this. Okay, let's simplify this together. We have what? A square b raised to power 4 minus b square a raised to power 4 divided by ab bracket what? A plus b. All right, to simplify this, how do we go? Okay, let's bring out what's common to these two sides. We can bring out a square and we can bring out what? B square, and we're left with what? From here we're going to be left with b square, is that not it? Minus, okay, a b square is out, so we're left with what? A square. Okay, so this is what we're left with, divided by a b bracket a plus b. So from here, remember b square minus anything we see that square minus another square is the same as what? B plus a bracket what? B minus a. Okay, so we're going to put this into here. So we have what? A square b square bracket what? B plus a bracket what? B minus a divided by what? AB bracket bracket a plus b. Okay, so from here this can cancel out this. Okay, it's still the same thing. We can bring b here plus a, and you can see it's the same thing as this, isn't that it? And a can cancel out a here. Okay, we are left with a. B here will cancel out b, another b here, and we're left with b. So our final answer is what? AB bracket what? B minus a. Okay, so we can open up this bracket, and what do we have? We have what? A b square minus, if we multiply this and this, we have a square and b. Okay, so is our answer here? Is our answer here? Let's check for our answer. Where is our right answer? And our right answer is option B. That's, sorry, option D. Question 38 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, WAEC 2017, says find the sixth term of the sequence this. Okay, remember sequence AP and GP. Okay, so we have to test to know if it's a AP or GP. So it depends on our common difference. Okay, is it a common difference or common ratio we are having? If it's a common difference, it's AP. If it's a common ratio, is what? The GP. Okay, so let's try if it's common ratio first. Let's divide this by this. Okay, so we have 7 over 15 divided by 2 over 3. Okay, so if we change this to multiplication sign, it will be what? 3 over 2. So 3 here 1 and 3 here will be what? 5. So we have 7 over what? 10. Okay, let's try for the second one. We have what? 4 over 15 divided by what? 7 over 15. So here, you know, we interchange. We have 4 over 15 times 15 over 7. This will cancel out, and we have what? 4 over 7. So this is not the same. So definitely it is not what? GP. So it will be AP. All right. So let's try for AP to get the common difference. You know, for AP common difference is what? This minus this. So let's do 7 over 15 minus 2 over 3. Okay, so what's the LCM here? 15. Okay, 15 in 15 is what? 1. 1 times 7 is what? 7 minus, and 3 in 15 is what? 5, and 5 times 2 will give us what? 10. Okay, and what do we have? 7 minus 10 is what? Minus what? 3 over 15. All right. Okay, so let's test for the second one if it's going to be the same thing. So we have 1 over 4. Let's do this here. Our 4 over 15 minus what? 7 over 15. So our LCM here is 15. 15 in 15 is 1 times 4. We have 4 minus 15 in 15 is 1 times 7. We have what? 7. So 4 minus 7 is what? Minus 3 over 15. So our common difference is what? The same, which is what? Minus 3 over 15. So what's the formula for the n term of an AP? The n term of an AP, remember, is A plus what? Bracket n minus 1 bracket D. All right. So here we're told to find the sixth term. Okay. So that's T what? 6. Okay. So here, what do we have? We're going to have what? What is A? A is the first term, and first is what? 2 over 3. So we have 2 over 3 plus, what is N? N is what? 6. 6 minus 1, and our common difference is what? Minus 3 over 15. So what do we have here? We have 2 over 3. This is what? 6 minus 1 is what? 5. So plus 5 times 1 times minus 3 over 15. Okay, this will cancel out 1, and this will cancel out as what? 3. Is that not it? Right? So, and 3 will also cancel out, so we're left with what? 1. So we're left with 2 over 3 minus, don't forget this minus sign here, minus 1 over 1. So let's find the LCM. We have 3. 3 in 3 is 1. 1 times 2 is what? 2 minus, and 3 in 1 is 3, and 3 times 1 is what? 3. So we have 2 minus 3, which will give us what? Minus 1 over 3. So this is our final answer, and our right option here is option A. Question 39 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. It says the diagonal of a square is 60 centimeter. Calculate its perimeter. Okay, remember, a square, all sides are what? Equal, and we're told the diagonal is what? 60 centimeter. Okay, so it means if this side is x, this side is also x. Okay, remember, perimeter of a square. What's the perimeter of a square? Perimeter of a square is what? 4L. Okay, don't forget that. All right, so what's the next thing? We are told to find what? The perimeter. So we know this as x, since they are the same. So all we need to apply is what? Pythagoras theorem. Okay, which is here, this is the hypotenuse. So we have we have what? X square. We have to look for the value of what? X. X square plus x square is equal to what? 60 square. So we have here as what? 2x square is equal to what? 60 square. Square is 360, 3600. Let's divide by 2. Divide by 2. Okay, x square is equal to what? 1800. Okay, 2 here, 1, that's 18, that's 1800. Okay, so from here, x will be what? The square root of what? 1800. From here, we can break down the square root of 1800 as what? 900. 900 square times what? 2 square. And what is 900 square? 900 square is what? 30. So we have 30 root 2. Okay, as the value of x. Okay, since we know the value of x as 30 root 2, and which is our sides, which is L. Okay, so we've known this, our sides. Okay, so since we've gotten our side, what is the perimeter? Perimeter is equal to what? 4L. That is what? 4 times what? 30 root 2. And what's 4 times 30 root 2? That is what? 120 root 2. So our answer is 120 root 2, and our right option here is option D. Question 40 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that's your Waec 2017. It says the roots of a quadratic equation are minus 1 over 2 and 2 over 3. Find the equation. Okay, so this we're solving taking from the answer like we're going backwards, reverse manner to get our equation. Okay, so we have here x is equal to what? Minus 1 over 2, and x is equal to what? 2 over 3. So from here, 2 times this, we're going to have what? 2x is equal to what? Minus 1, and here we're going to have 3x is equal to what? 2. So from here we have, bring minus 1 here, we have 2x plus 1 equal to 0, and what? 3x minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, you know what we did? Then the next thing, we'll multiply this particular factor. So we have what? 2x plus 1 bracket what? 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So let's open up this bracket. We have 2x times 3x will give us what? 6x squared. 2x times minus 2 will give us what? Minus 4x. And 1 times 3x will give us what? Plus 3x. And plus 1 times minus 2 will give us what? Minus 2, equal to what? 0. So here, what is minus 4x plus 3x? That will give us what? A minus what? X. So we have 6x squared minus x, then drop our minus 2 here, equal to 0. So our answer is this, is x squared minus x minus 2. Okay, equal to 0. And what would be our right option here? Our right option is option B. Question 41 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, as our Waec 2017, says make x the subject of the relation this. This is d is equal to what? Square root of what? 6 over x minus y over 2. Okay, I apologize for this not being too clear. Okay, so we're to make what? X what? The subject of the relation. That's making x the subject of formula. Okay, so the first thing we have to here, okay, let's start our solution from here, is to remove the square root. And to remove the square root, remember, in our change of subject formula, it will square everything on this side of the equation. So it is only d we have here. So we have what? D squared is equal to what? 6 over x minus what? Y over what? 2. Okay, so from here we can just say, so from here all we need to do is just take this one minus y over 2 to this side. Okay, when we do that, we have what? D squared minus to this side will give us what? Plus y over what? 2 equal to what? 6 over x. Okay, we're trying to make x a subject of formula, so I'm making it stand alone. Okay, so from here let's look for the LCM of this. So we have 2, is that not it? So 1 in 2 is what? 2. All right, and 2 times d square is what? What do we have? We have what? 2d square. 2 in 2 is what? 1 times y, we have what? Y. Okay, equal to what? 6 over x. So from here, all we need to do to find x, to make x stand alone, we'll just what? Cross multiply. Is that not it? We'll cross multiply, or better still, we'll multiply this. Okay, take 2 to 6 and take x here and bring this whole value down. Okay, it's as easy as that. I hope you understand me. Or better still, let's solve it together. Let's do it together so you don't get confused. So I'm going to take x here, we're cross multiplying x 2d square, don't forget that, plus y equal to what? 2 times 6 is what? 12. So here, to get x, we'll just divide both sides by what? 2d square plus y over 2d square plus y, and what? This will cancel out, and we have what? X is equal to 12 over 2d square plus y. And what's our right option here? Our right option is option D. Okay, which is 2d square plus y over 12, and our numerator is what? 12. So our right option is option D. Question 42 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that's your Waec 2017, says consider the statement P, it is hot, this is hot. Q, it is raining. Which of the following symbols correctly represent the statement it is raining if and only if it is cold? Okay, remember this is under logic, and this statement is a compound statement. And when you see if and only if, it is what? A product rule, and product rule is represented by this sign. Okay, so the answer here is just what? B, which is what? Q with the sign P. Alright, so our answer is what? Option B. Question 43 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that's your Waec 2017, says given that t is equal to 2 raised to the power minus x, I apologize for this question not being clear. Okay, find 2 raised to the power x plus 1 in terms of t. Okay, this is t. All right. Okay, so what do we need to do now? Okay, let's try to so t is equal to 2 raised to the power minus x. Okay, so let's try to formulate because we have to put in the t into this equation. Okay, so from here t is the same as 1 over what? 2 raised to the power what? X, where 2 raised to the power x is equal to 1 over what? T. All right. Okay, so we just replace this, bring this up here and take t down. So 2 raised to the power x is what? 1 over t. So from our equation, which is what? 2x plus 1 is the same as what? 2x times what? 2 raised to the power what? 1. Is that not it? Indices, remember your indices. So from here we can put in the value of what? 2x as what? 1 over t. So here we have what? 1 over t times what? 2, and this will give us what? 2 over t, and our right option here is option A. Okay, which is what? 2 over t. Question 44 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that's your Waec 2017. Okay, it says find the value of m in the diagram. Okay, let me clarify this diagram. This is m, this is x, and this is what? 68. Okay, if you look at your past questions you will see it clearly. Okay, so we have this. All right. Okay, so here it says find the value of m in the diagram. So we're looking for m, and remember that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two opposite what? Interior angles. So 2x is equal to what? 68 plus what? X. So let's find x. Bring this x to this side. We have what? 2x minus x equal to what? 68. So what do we have here? We have x is equal to what? 68. So sorry, 68. So if x is equal to 68, remember this is a triangle and we're looking for m. The sum of angles in a triangle is equal to what? 180. So we have what? 68 plus 68 plus m is equal to what? 180. Okay, and what is 68 plus 68? That will give us a 6 here. Carry 1, 12, that is what? 136 plus m equal to what? 180. So m is equal to what? 180 minus 136. And what is 180 minus 136? That will give us a 44 degrees. So what's our right option? Our right option is option C. Question 45 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past questions. It says 2 bottles are drawn with replacement from a crate containing 8 Coke, 12 Fanta and 4 Sprite bottles. What is the probability that the first is Coke and the second is not Coke? Okay, so probability that the first is Coke, okay, probability first is Coke is equal to what? 8 over what's the total number of bottles? That's 8 plus 12, that's 20, and plus 4, that's 24. Okay, and 8 here 1, 8 here 4. So we 8 here 1, 8 here 3. So we have what? 1 over 3. And they say what's the probability that the first is Coke and the second is not Coke? So the second not being Coke with replacement, not Coke. Remember, it's with replacement. So if it's not Coke, it will be what? Not Coke is what? 12 Fanta and what? 4 Sprite, which is what? 16 over what's the total number? 24. All right, so 8 here how many times? 2 times. 8 here 3 times. So we have what? 2 over 3. So our probability of Coke, it is Coke and not Coke, is what? 1 over 3 times what? 2 over 3, and which will be what? 2 over 9. That's 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 3 is what? 9. So our right option here is option C. Question 46 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question, that's your Waec 2017. It says, if the simple interest on a certain amount of money saved in a bank for 5 years at 2.5% per annum is 500, calculate the total amount due after 6 years at the same rate. Okay, rate being constant. Now to calculate the total amount due after 6 years. First of all, let's find the principal. Okay, since we've been given the interest at this particular year and rate. So remember, our formula for interest is what? Principal times rate times time over what? 100. Here we're looking for principal P. So P is what? It's cross multiply. We have what? 100 times I over, and we'll divide by RT over RT. Okay, so here this is 100 times 500, okay, divided by, what is our rate? Our rate is what? 2.5, which is what? 5 over 2. All right, which is 5 over 2. So we'll take 5 here, bring 2 up, okay, and our time is what? 5 years. All right, so what do we cancel out? 2 here 1, 5 here 1, 5 here, how many times? 2, 20, 5 here 1, and 5 will go here how many times? What? 4 times. So we have 4 times 500 times 2, and that would give us what? 4,000. Okay, so our principal is what? 4,000. All right, so since our principal is 4,000, let's now find the interest after 6 years at the same rate. All right, let's find the interest after 6 years at the same rate. So to find the interest after 6 years, I is what? Using our principal 4,000, using this formula, times what is our rate? Our rate is what? 5 over 2 times our time. Now our new time is what? 6 divided by 100. All right, so this will cancel out. 2 here 1, 2 here, how many times? 20 times. So we have 20 times 5, that will be 100, and 100 times 6 is what? 600. All right, so what will be the total amount due now after 6 years? Total amount due is equal to what? 4,000 times plus 600. All right, so the total amount due after 6 years will be the principal plus the what? Interest after the 6 years. So which is what? 4,600. And our right option here is option D. Question 47 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question says, calculate the variance of this. Okay, remember the formula for variance. Variance is equal to what? A sum of what? Bracket x minus our average, our mean, all squared divided by n. Okay, and remember, standard variance is just this what? Square of your variance. Okay, don't forget that. All right, okay, so the first thing we have to do is to calculate our mean. Okay, to get our mean, it is what? The summation of x over n. So if we add this up, when you punch in your calculator, you're going to get 50. Okay, that's 2 plus 3, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 4, that's 12. You have a 12 here, 5, 5, 5, that's 15. 15 plus 12 is 27. You have a 14 here, 7. So 27 plus 14, that will give us 1, carry 1, that is 4, and 41 plus 9, that's 50. So you have 50 divided by n is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10. So our mean is equal to what? 5. So from here, we have to draw our table. Okay, to solve this is easier with a table. All right, so where this is our n and this is what? This will be x minus, this is our x, and x minus our mean, and x minus x mean all squared. Okay, so for 2 we have what? 2 minus what? 5. What's 2 minus 5? That's minus 3, and minus 3 squared is what? 9, and the next number is 3. 3 minus 5, that's minus 2. Minus 2 squared is what? 4. The next value is what? 3. 3 minus 5 is still minus 2, and minus 2 squared is what? 4. The next value is what? 4. And 4 minus 5 is what? Minus 1. Minus 1 squared is what? 1. The next value is 5. 5 minus 5 is what? 0. And 0 squared is what? 0. The next value is 5. 5 minus 5 is 0, and 0 squared is 0. The next value is also 5. 5 minus 5 is 0, and 0 squared is 0. The next value here is 7. 7 minus 5 is what? 2, and 2 squared is what? 4. Okay? The next value is 7. 7 minus 5 is 2, and 2 squared is what? 4. And the last value here is what? 9, and 9 minus 5 is 4, and 4 squared is what? 16. So we have to add this up. If you punch in your calculator to add all this up, we're going to get what? 42. So here, remember our formula is what? V is equal to what? Summation of this all squared divided by n. So where the summation of all this is what? 42. So 42 divided by n is what? 10, and our answer is what? 4.2. What's the right option? The right option is option D. Question 48 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question says a circular pond of radius 4m. A circular pond of radius 4m has a path of width 2.5 m round it. Okay, this is the pond, and there's a path around it. That's round it. Okay, round it there's a path, and the path has a width of what? 2.5 m. From here to here is what? 2.5 m. Find correct to 2 decimal places the area of the path. So we have to find this area. Okay, to get the area, how do we do it? It will be what? The area of the bigger circle minus the area of the smaller circle. Okay, and what is the radius of the bigger circle? Is what? 4 plus what? 2.5, which is what? 6.5. That's your big R. And our smaller radius is what? 4 meters. Okay, so how do we solve this now? So we have what? Pi big R square minus pi small r square. Okay, so from here we have pi times 6.5 square minus pi times 4 square. So here we have 42.25. 6.5 square. Punching your calculator, you get 42.25 pi minus 16 pi. Okay, and what will this give us? 42.25 pi minus 16 pi will give us what? 26.25 pi. And what is pi for my equation is what? 22/7. So we have 26.25 times 22/7. Punch in your calculator and you're going to get 82.5 meter square. Okay, so this is our answer, and our right option is option D. Question 49 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's your Waec 2017. It says the graph of this y equal to a square plus bx plus c is shown in the diagram. Find the minimum value of what? Y. Okay, so I apologize, this graph isn't too clear, but now the minimum, this is the minimum, this is where the minimum value of y falls. Okay, and you can see this point is exactly on 2. Okay, this 2 point is exactly on 2, but you know that the curve steeped a bit below 2. Okay, so my best bet from this answer, it can be 2.5, it can be what? Minus 2.3. Is definitely what? Minus what? 2.1. Okay, because it's just a little bit below what? Minus 2. Okay, so we have what? Minus 2.1. So our right option here is option B. Question 50 of our WASSCE 2017 mathematics past question. That's a Y 2017. It says in the diagram, RP is a diameter. This is a diameter of a circle, RSP. Okay, RP is produced to T, and TS is a tangent to the circle as S. if angle PRS, this is 24, calculate the value of what? STR. How do we calculate the value of STR? Okay, so we know that this is what? A semicircle, so definitely this angle what is what? A right angle triangle, which is what? 90. Okay, so if this angle is a right angle triangle 90, it means that this angle, remember, the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the opposite what? Interior angle. So this angle here, let's say this angle is what? Z, okay, is equal to what? 24 plus 90. And what's 24 plus 90? That's 114. So this angle is what? 114. That's angle SPT. Okay, so if we know this as 114, also remember that alternate segments are equal. Alternate segments are equal. Okay, the angle, that is, this segment is equal to what? This segment. This segment is alternate to what? This angle here. So these two angles are what? Equal. So this is what? 24 degrees. Okay, so since we've gotten this, it is now easy for us to get our angle, which is what? STR. That's this angle Y. Okay, so here to get Y, remember, just the angles in a triangle sums up to what? 180. So we have what? 24 plus 114 plus Y equal to what? 180. So what is Y? Y is what? 180 minus what? 24 plus 114. And what's 24 plus 114? That's 180 minus, this will give us what? 831. And 180 minus 831 will give us what? 2 and 4. That's what? 42 degrees. And our right answer is option B. Okay, so please try to revise on the theorems, your circuit theorems, and remember that alternate segments are equal. And also one important one is your exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two opposite what? Interior angles. All right.